not even sure how to even do this topic, but we're gonna try and talk about bore scoring in a Porsche 997, or my unique lack of it at 147,000 miles. Okay, so this isn't my normal thing we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Porsche 911 bore scoring. It's a very interesting topic. What it is an unusual and extreme wear of the piston block and the block sleeve of the bore. And basically, you know how the pistons go up and down, but it's a flat end, it just goes back and forth. But the crankshaft is spinning and it rocks as it goes in, causing wear on the outside edges. Why does it do this? I'm not exactly sure, but let me tell you what I do know. So Porsche engines have always been designed to run much harder than a regular engine. Think of a boat engine, flat out, just whoa. But then there's modern liquid-cooled Porsche engines. They're still small engines, but they have lots of coolant and lots of oil, again, to accommodate that flat out. It takes them a long time to warm up. Now, cold start is where it dumps extra fuel to warm up the catalytic converters. This extra fuel leaks into the oil system, and this adds up to oil dilution, which I'm going to focus on. Oil dilution is when the fuel builds up in the engine oil and reduces the protective lubrication of the engine. Normal cars with much less oil and coolant get up to operating temperature in under 5 minutes of going down the road. Me and my Porsche 911 at slow, safe speeds on the highway take about 20 minutes or a distance of 9 miles to reach water temps of 195 and oil temps of 195. Once the oil reaches higher engine temps, the fuel from the oil burns off and the dilution to the oil is solved but you may have, minor oil burn-off or oil consumption caused by this. Now, a modern car with cold start or catalytic converters during the cold start dumps this extra fuel, but it's to get the catalytic converters hot so the car is cleaner on the emissions sides faster. But if it takes your 911 20 minutes to warm up, or if you live where it's cool, it could take longer, and you only take short trips and never take the car on long drives and never take the car on hard drives where it gets hot, then you're going to have oil dilution. Now, IMS bearing issues on the older 996s have been linked to oil dilution eating at the seal in the IMS bearing. Now, I'm not sure if this is any value, but when I first got my 997 and changed the oil, it smelled like gas in the oil, which was very odd. I drove the car, and then I had some minor breakdowns, the damn coolant leaks, and I changed the oil again, and it had a lot less fuel smell. And then I started driving the car hard and started racing it, took it to the NASA events, the SCCA events. And these events, it's full throttle for a minute, and then you cool down for several minutes, and full throttle again. And I take the car on long drives around the island. And when you drive the car hard and the oil temps get up to like 230, 204 degrees, now when I changed the oil, my last oil change I did, there was no fuel smell. No fuel smell. No oil dilution. So I'll let you think about it. Now, my Porsche, 147,000 miles. The previous owner drove it like a maniac. The number of cycles bounced off the rev limiter will make me famous. I will have to make a video about the over revs in the future, but for now, let's go to the beach. This is my favorite road on my way down to the beach, but there's traffic, but you can get an idea. Just enough time for a small sunset session. Looks pretty flat, so it'll be just swimming. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, complain. I don't know. Until next time, enjoy, man. Make the best of each day. Try and do something fun. You know, especially if you have a bad day, do your best to make the next day better. Aloha.